Boxing has lost a true legend, an icon of the sport. As many of you already know, you've heard the news spreading around on social media. We have lost George Foreman. The news comes as a big surprise, because we didn't hear anything, we didn't hear he was in the hospital, he was suffering from any illness. So when the news broke, it's like, it took a lot of people back. Do you know what I mean? And it took some time to really grasp, the whole moment. Do you know what I mean? Because, listen, man, when we lose icons like this in the sport, it's very sad because even at the age of 76, George Foreman still had a lot to give to boxing, and when it comes to like advice, mentoring fighters, up and coming fighters, even current champions, George Foreman still had a lot to give, man. Do you know what I mean? So it's a sad moment, him passing away, but saying that, I just want to extend my condolences to George Foreman's family and his friends, all his loved ones, from everyone here at EMGM Sports. Our condolences goes out to you. May his soul rest in peace. For me personally, I just felt like I had to come out here as well and pay my respects because as someone that comes from the Congo, I'm originally from the Congo, formerly known as Zaire. George Foreman and Muhammad Ali, the Rumble in the Jungle, which took place in 1974, like that put Zaire, Congo, my country, on the map. It put Africa on the map. There's never been an event that big of that magnitude that took place in Africa. Do you know? So for that moment, in 1974, October 1974, I believe it was the 30th of October, 1974, the eyes of the whole world were looking at Congo, do you know? And you hear slogans like, chants like, Ali Bomaye, Ali Bomaye. That's my language, that's my native tongue, Lingala. Do you know what I mean? So they exposed Congo, the language, our culture, everything to the whole world. And for that, we owe a great level of gratitude to George Foreman and Muhammad Ali. Do you know what I mean? Like, they did a lot. I don't think there's ever been another event as big as that in the continent of Africa. Maybe you can say the Football World Cup, which took place in 2010 in South Africa. But I don't think that beats Rumble in the Jungle, man. That was such an iconic moment. And I know when you watch back on the videos and you see Muhammad Ali running through the streets and the kids are chasing him and they're screaming out, Ali Bomaye, which means Ali kill him in Lingala, and it looks like the crowd were very favorable towards Ali. Do you know what I mean? It looks like Foreman was like the bad guy. Nah, Foreman was getting love too. It's just that all the media attention were favorable to Ali. But trust me, the Congolese people back in the day, Zaire, they loved George Foreman as well. They were just happy that that fight came to their country. Do you know what I mean? The former president at that time, Mobutu Sese Seko, he pulled all the strings. He put millions into that fight. Do you know what I mean? Just to bring it to the Congo. And even to this day, in the Congo, like they teach kids about Rumble in the Jungle. Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman. It's part of our culture, man. It's part of our history. And we are very proud that we hosted that Rumble in the Jungle in the Congo. Do you know what I mean? It's like a proud moment for us Congolese people. Do you know what I mean? So George Foreman, he did a lot to help push the Congolese culture to the wider world. Do you know what I mean? For that, like I said, man, we owe him a great deal of gratitude. Do you know what I mean? And we really appreciate him. And, even after that fight, when he lost the fight, in the manner that he lost, because he was the bigger guy, the bigger puncher, strong guy, and Ali taking all those punches in the ropes and everything like that, in that iconic moment, the picture where Ali just knocks him out, knocks Foreman out, and just looks at him like, it's just iconic. And I'm just glad that happened in my country of origin, Congo. Do you know what I mean? Because every time you watch that fight, you're looking at Congo as well. Do you know what I mean? So that's one of our proudest moments, And I wasn't alive at the time. Like, hey, I'm not that old. I didn't watch it live, but growing up, that story's told on the streets. You talk about it with your friends, your parents, your uncles, you know, people tell you about it in school. Do you know what I mean? So that those are iconic moments. And for George Foreman losing that fight against Muhammad Ali, he could have been like, you know what, mate, I'm done. I'm packing up here, man. Do you know what I mean? And it affected him. It affected him. It did affect him. Do you know what I mean? And it took him another two decades to come back and win another world title. So it just shows you like the resilience of the man. It shows you that he was able to overcome adversity. You know, he overcame the whole kind of like humiliation. For me, it's not humiliation because losing to Muhammad Ali, man, that there's no shame in that. But obviously it affected George Foreman that bad. You know, I heard that he went into ministry of God, etc., etc. And he came back 20 years later and won a world title at the age of what, 45, 46? I mean, no one's ever done that. It just shows you the greatness of the man. And, you know, it's sad, you know, that he's passed away. But like, that's just the thing about life, innit? Like, we're here, one moment, the next minute we're gone. You know, we lost Muhammad Ali like 8 years ago. Now George Foreman, you know, we're slowly losing these icons in boxing. And you know what? It's for us, you know, for us, all of us in the media, in boxing as a community, to keep the memories of our icons, our legends alive by talking about them. Do you know what I mean? Doing some highlights, telling their stories to our kids, you know, even here on YouTube, spreading the news so that these legends are not forgotten. And I'm sure they'll never be forgotten. They're going to be in history books. They're going to be taught in schools. Their memories will live on forever. George Foreman's memory will live on forever. So for me, as someone who benefits from boxing, and what I mean by when I benefit from boxing, like I get to come on here and talk to you, my people, the viewers, I get to talk about boxing. Do you know what I mean? I enjoy boxing. I watch boxing. There's great fighters out there. And this is all because of the foundations that the likes of Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, they laid down their foundation so that us, we can be here and benefit from boxing. Do you know what I mean? All these current heavyweights, listen, man, you won't be here if it wasn't for the Muhammad Ali's, the George Foremans, and many more fighters that came before you. Do you know what I mean? So it's important that we always pay respect. We show our gratitude and be humble and understand that, listen, before us, there was people that laid the foundations down so that we can be free right now to talk about the things that we talk about. Do you know what I mean? Express our opinions and do fight breakdowns, fight analysis. People in the past, the George Foremans, the Muhammad Ali's, and many more, they paved the way for us. So for me, that's why I feel like it's important for me to come up here today and pay my respect to the great George Foreman. Once again, may his soul rest in peace. May he be in paradise right now. Do you know what I mean? So for that, I want to leave it at that. Yeah, man, let's just have some great memories for George Foreman. And once again, my condolences go out to his family and his loved ones and his friends. Do you know what I mean? I want to leave it at that. Thank you so much, man. Listen, leave your comments below. Pay your respect in the comments. Do you know what I mean? I think it's so important that as a community in boxing, we show our respect to our fallen legends. Do you know what I mean? So thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. I'm your boy Enzo. Please don't forget, smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because that's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed. Peace.